Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel and some more Star Wars Shatterpoint here. We're taking a look at the second of the terrain packs that has been released so far. So today we're taking a look at the high ground one, of course. And so here's essentially everything we can expect to get in there, although the way the Shatterpoint terrain is designed is to be somewhat modular, so this isn't necessarily exactly how you're going to have to build it. You do have a little bit of flexibility in how you arrange things there, so it's a pretty neat aspect that they've already kind of thought of in the official terrain here. So we'll be right back after we get this big old box open for you guys, and we'll show you everything inside. Alrighty guys, we got everything sorted out here. So here is what you get, which is a big old pile of plastic. We get our typical Shatterpoint insert here with the assembly instructions online. Definitely enough here to where you're probably going to want to follow that and get things done in pretty short order. But let's take a look here again. There's something like well over a dozen sprues here, but big chunky pieces for the most part, except for some of the smaller fiddly bits like antennas and stuff like that. But that's a good thing. Overall assembly really isn't going to be all that complicated, and just enough detail to really have that Star Wars feel without being overly complicated looking or just not matching that sort of Star Wars aesthetic. But again, good stuff here. So we're just jumping in. Again, lots of big panels and walkways. That seems to be the sort of the bulk of where Shatterpoint's going so far as terrain is concerned. So again, a lot of the walkways here, pretty simple stuff. A couple of sprues of that. Actually, these are a little curved, actually, so sort of the ends of some of the walkways, and I think they have a design in here where you can kind of clip that into the lip of the top of a lot of these buildings. They have a little area there where you can kind of just clip on things without having to glue things down, which keeps things modular. Again, some ladders, some other supporting structures and stuff here. As you can see, again, overall assembly isn't going to be all that complicated, just another one of those. Some more support legs here, more ladders. There's a fair bit, of course, in this kit, so again, it's going to take you a little while to assemble, but really basic skill level kind of stuff as far as assembly complexity goes. And again, overall, really good detail. More big chunky panels. Again, just making these buildings go together really nice and simple. Another one of those. I think it's actually a carbon copy of what we just had. There you go, you can get an idea of some of those. And then, yeah, kind of like we were talking about here, so this little ridge that runs on most of the tops of these buildings, that'll make it easy to clip those railings on there for the walkways and stuff like that. So, neat idea. It's always nice to see smart terrain design. And then some of the storage boxes and stuff that you get. And then last, this bad boy here. Not sure if that's supposed to be that way, or we'll figure it out once we get into assembly. But there you have it. So again, a whole hell of a lot of plastic, worth picking up at least one for your Shatterpoint tables, along with the other set that we've looked at, and of course the stuff that you get in the core box. That's a decent amount to start with. And again, that game that's definitely going to emphasize vertical play as well. So kind of harkening back to things like Infinity, certainly, where there's again a lot of terrain heavy features, and where the game really can take advantage of that. So being able to be elevated certainly gives you good vantage points for looking at the enemies and being able to move around. And if you're primarily ranged and you're trying to deal with somebody who's mainly close combat, being able to climb up on something like this and blast away a little bit without necessarily having to worry right away about them being next to you, that can be pretty solid too. But again, another nice feature is the fact that they've already gone here with a modular design. Be interesting to see once some third-party terrain starts coming out for the game if they're going to be able to follow that. Unlikely that stuff will be in plastic. That'll be most likely MDF terrain. Of course, all the 3D printing stuff out there, that'll still be in plastic, but I feel like a lot of the terrain manufacturers will jump on with some MDF kits and stuff too, so we'll have to see what people come up with, but definitely worth the pickup here. So check out the High Ground set, guys. Let us know in the comments what you think. Like, subscribe, and we'll have more Shatterpoint for you soon. We got the core box coming up, and then on to some actual gameplay. So stay tuned. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one.